Just incredible!
Just incredible, man.
Just incredible. Run the thing, eh? Run it!
Let's go. Let's start it off right. Welcome back to the Just Incredible podcast, man. It's going to be an amazing day today, man. I am sitting with someone who is extremely talented. I've been doing my research on my bro for a minute. Yeah. I really loving all the vibes you've been dropping. Yo,
bro,
without further ado, Armani White is here.
Big Blanco, man. I'm with a legend right now. Don't let him undersell that. Like he ain't, you know what I mean?
My dog. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate you sliding through while you're in Los Angeles.
Absolutely, man. It's a second home at this point.
I was gonna say you spent some time in LA.
I spent too much time in LA.
You do some recording out here?
Yeah, actually I was so this past week we did I did a session last night with Internet Money, Nick Mayer, and I did Einer Banks, I think it's Einer.
Yeah. Shout out to the homies.
Yeah,
that's dope, man. That's dope. Now, originally from Philly?
For sure, West Philly.
Talk to me about growing up in Philly, man.
Man, it's tough.
Yeah.
Like all the rumors you hear when they be like, man, like it's gritty, it's grimy and all that. Like, nah, it is.
It's for real. It's for real what you hear.
It's everything that you heard about. But I think for me, like, you know what I mean? Like just being myself, me being the way that I am, the type of person I am, like it really took a lot for me to say like, all right, you could either go in that direction like everybody else is going, or you could just stay where you at and just be who you are. And if you be who you are, it's gonna be a much higher reward. So
absolutely,
I just kept doing that.
Absolutely. And what was it? What age was it like started to click for you, where you knew you wanted to do, music? This entertainment and music thing?
Bro, I like my whole life. I've been kind of like the entertainer, like I like
of the family.
Yeah. Like I was one of the like I was one of them, the young boys that be like, look what I can do. Like you start doing like smack, like claps and shit that ain't even like impressive.
I didn't want to bring up the class clown award you got at an early age, so early, but
right.
It definitely says like, yo, man, you ready to brighten it up and put it on the big screen.
Yes, sir. No, it's just been me my entire life. Even when when we was trying to be tough kids, like the crazy thing is, I'm me in front of my family, and there was a moment where we was all outside, we was trying to be like the Beanie Siegel was like the thing at the time, so we was trying to be Beanie Siegel.
Shout out to Beans, man.
And my dad, he like legendary street dude, so he pull up, he dropping money off to my mom, and he see me out posted on the corners, me and a couple of my homies.
Okay,
and he like, come here, son. And I'm like, hey,
what you?
Yeah. But I'm in my mode. So I'm like, what's up, Pop? Like, what you want? You know what I'm saying? Like, and he said, you ain't got no love for your old man. So I'm like, man, I reached out to give him, give him a dap and all that. He grabbed my hand, picked me up, and he started tossing me in the air, and I'm crying, I'm screaming, like, put me down, Dad, put me down.
All that image, that tough guy shit.
All my homies just watching me get thrown around, bro. That wasn't good.
Pops came around and
he drawed on me, bro.
That's too good. That's too good, man. Yeah, so at an early age, you start rapping. Yeah. How young are you when you pick up the microphone for the first time?
So my first time trying to write raps since I was like as early as second grade, I remember. But the first time I started, so my first time recording myself, we used to I had a Verizon phone. What was the cool Verizon phone?
What, like the flip up joint or?
Yeah, Razor. I had a Razor.
The Razor.
Yeah. I had a Razor. It was my sister's Razor. I stole her Razor, and I would record myself on the phone, and I would email it to myself, and I would take the audio and then put it on the track.
Shit.
So that was that sounded horrible. But then my man King, by the time we got to middle school, my man King's mom got him a mic. And so we all would just take turns on the mic, be back and forth, you know what I'm saying? So that was the earliest I could if I ever had to look back in one of my hard drives that I probably lost by now, the earliest of a record I probably still got is maybe 8th grade.
Okay,
like that.
Right on. Now, we're gonna get to it all, man. I want to talk about the music, what you're working on. You mentioned Beanie Siegel. We talked about Philly. Let's talk about, who were 3 artists from Philly who, you could say inspired you as you was coming up. What was you listening to in the headphones, man?
When I was so it's a thing that's in Philly, it was kind of I don't want to say Bloods and Crips because that's a little extreme, but when you was in Philly, when I was growing up, it was in West Philly we had a rapper named Reed Dollars, and in South Philly they had Meek, and in North Philly they had a rapper called Georgia Hat.
Okay.
But if you was a kid at that time, that was like, that was your spokesperson. You know what I mean? So like I was really, we had a DVD scene. I was really heavy into that, like just that trio in the DVD scene. But like I grew up on like Jasmine Sullivan. I grew up, I mean, I think, I'm a fan of Jasmine Sullivan,
Absolutely.
but I grew up on like the Patti LaBelle's. Like my mom, she played all of like the old school radios anytime she dropped me to school.
Yeah.
And then like the Beanie Siegels was obviously just super influential in the culture. And then I'm trying to think of like if I, who my favorite artist right now is not like, just like anytime, like I think he just has one of the coolest voices that came out of Philly is Uzi. I think Uzi got a really cool voice. You know what I mean?
Doubt.
As far as music goes.
Yeah, man, the Philly scene, the Philly music scene, the hip hop scene.
Got a lot going on right now.
Yeah,
bro.
talk to me about it. Talk to me about it.
Like it's not like out here y'all got like Young California, y'all got a lot of things that like kind of brings it together. I mean, and somebody from out here probably be like, man, no, we ain't together at all. But like, but
for sure though, it's a community though, and a lot of unity between all the crews and stuff like that. Right.
See, we don't have that as much. Like they just had this one event like a couple weeks ago, and it was real dope because it brought a bunch of people together. But like I got a thing going on, like the Philly Goats, like the dancing kids, they got a thing going on. Like Tierra Wax, she has a thing going on. Even like my homie Pink Sweats, he got a thing going on. But
is
like
Pink Sweats from Philly?
Pink,
okay,
he from West Philly too. So like we all got our things going on, but we have to figure out the way to like, and we all know each other too. Like the city's small, but we have to figure out the way to like put it together or like to create a string, a through line that goes all the way through it. But right now, it's just an exciting time. This is the first time in a while that like
a lot of talent
things coming out of Philly.
A lot of talent
at once. Yeah, it's a moment. We for sure got a moment.
And now you signed to Def Jam Records.
A partner.
Yeah. You got to be clear about that.
Yes, sir.
You got to be clear about that.
Listen, because it's some artists that's still fighting for a partnership
Absolutely.
right now. It's some artists that never get a partnership, and like to get that's crazy.
That's big. That's big.
Crazy.
How do you even maneuver and leverage something like that? Because I think that's a great lesson for a lot of artists that are watching right now.
X.
Nah. But you got to have a lot of, you know what I'm saying, you millions of views, you know what I'm saying, and things like that.
I think they seen where it was going, like, and it was a lot of like, shout out to Tunji first of all, like
shout out to Tunji.
He stuck it out with me through the entire process of, like from the discovery process. He's known me since I was a kid, but but from the discovery process of like once this record kind of started getting legs to like I came out to LA. We that was the difference between a lot of labels. They wanted to stay on the phone. We came out to LA. We got in the studio. We played music, and it was like, oh, this is about more than just the record. You know what I'm saying? This is about the career. This is about the longevity of the artist, and so. Off the rip, I was like, all right, like and then it was just about the culture. It was just about being being around the culture. So like
associated, like next to Def Jam, so a logo like that.
That's the reason why I like the direction I chose. But I just as far as like the partnership, I had did it so long independently that I was like, man, like if we do this, it has to make sense, it has to feel still pure, it has to still feel like I'm owning what's going out. You know what I mean? And yeah, bro, like I think. For a while, people just fought for ownership. People fought for ownership so much that we went against partnership. It was like, no, we just gotta own everything, and it's not realistic. You know what I mean? Like it's like,
I like the game you're dropping right now. It's so true. It's so true because people say owning 100% of nothing could be nothing. It is nothing literally. So
or you could because. You take an example like a Billie Eilish, like you know what I mean, and the song is creeping up on 50 million streams. Only
Congrats,
been 2 months.
dog!
Thanks,
50 million streams, y'all. Fuck, let's go.
But you take I like just give a random example, like it's like 4K for a million on Spotify, something like that. 50, that's like 200 grand. I sampled. So that's a big piece of that pod taken out. Right. However, and now we partner with the label. Like I'm, a 50-50 partner with the label. So that's another piece of it taken out. However, say I left with a quarter. Say if I was in a really bad situation, I left with like 10% of that. 10% of 220. Like outside of that, or you could just have 100% of 20, which
exactly, right?
And say you fought for that 20, you know what I mean? Like it's just, I don't know. Like I much rather be with the right partner, be with the right team, and you know what I mean, and just have like
the team and the machine.
Like we just put out the record Diamond Dollars, and the luxury of having a team that's fighting for you, that's right behind you, that's standing with you. And obviously it's different for a lot of different people, but like for me, having the luxury of that is I get to sit with a legend like yourself, you know, in the same
the
same runway as like, oh, we got the record going out and it's moving, and I'm over here doing this.
That's
like, you
dope,
know,
man.
Like, so yeah,
I appreciate that. I appreciate your honesty on breaking that down, because I have all types of artists I sit with all different types of perspective. But you know, the one thing for whether we're talking about this podcast or, you know, I don't want to speak for you, but music in general, is we want it on the maximum levels. We want it exposed to the most fans possible.
Absolutely.
And I just loved hearing your insight on that, bro.
Yeah, nah, for sure. I mean, listen, like, I tried to, you see my TikTok, like everything I did, I just tried to keep, like, just pull all the curtains back. I'm like, yo, y'all need to see every single, like, I'm about to make another TikTok on, like, this is exactly how I got the sample.
Right.
Because, like, you know, like, who knows? A lot of people are sampling, especially after the Billie Eilish record. I've seen a lot of other records pop up.
Yeah, I just got another record in my inbox with another, damn, I'm drawing a blank, but yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I'm not, maybe it was because of me. Ain't gonna
my man's influential. But you know,
But you know, and so it's like maybe the next generation, the next wave. Maybe there's an Armani. There ain't no other Armani. I'm lying, but like,
come on, it's a one-on-one. It's a one-on-one thing.
Let me not get carried away. But maybe it's another young boy that's about to come out and he going to try that same thing. You got to know what it came with. Like that sample, I didn't have a label when I cleared that sample. The sample cost me a ticket. Like,
I wanted to talk to you about clearing the sample because it's Neptune's, man, right? And it's like legendary Noriega, right?
Yeah.
And damn, I knew the record was popping before the partnership, but I didn't put two and two together. How do you even approach that?
Clearing a sample?
Yeah.
You got to go through like, it's so antiquated, right? You got to go through like a liaison. Like I went through a company called DMG Clearances. They like, you know, shout out to Rachel. She really helped me out with it. But it's almost like they got to send a message out through a carrier pigeon.
Right.
The carrier pigeon got to come back and say, yeah, they like you. And then you got to send another message out. Like it's so
tedious.
Like, it's just a tedious, long-winded process. Whereas though it could like why can't it just be like, yo, we want to do this.
Right.
All right. Like what y'all want to give me? Okay, bet. Y'all take that. Like,
right.
It could be so simple.
Yeah. No doubt.
But it's a very long-winded process. And even just like trying to, like, you know, like when we got down to the wire, it was like, yo, here's the terms. Here's what they asked for. We can negotiate this, but it might take you another month. And I was like, nah, man, give it to him, bro.
Let's go.
We gotta get
strike
on the road.
while the iron's hot.
Exactly.
Another great lesson though for artists listening, because you put it all on the line.
For sure.
Right? You put it all on the line, and you could have said, man, let me just go in the studio and make something with no samples. But you had something scorching, right?
Yeah.
And you said, let me double down on that.
It was different. It was a different response. Like I seen a bunch of things go viral, and like, you know, just the one video go viral. But my video went viral. It wasn't a trend behind it. It wasn't like, you know, somebody was it wasn't dancing or nothing like that. It was just that video. And I was like, I wonder like how real this actually is. So what I did was I made another video. Like at first it got like 1.8 million. That was the bar. And then the next video got like 2.6. And I was like, damn. Hold on. I did another video. It got 4 million. I did another video. It got 4.5. I'm like, oh, this is real.
This is real. Yeah,
like
yeah,
y'all want this, you know. And it got to a point it bled over. Now people are on my other like old songs I put out. They're commenting like, "Yo, drop the song, bozo, man, you that like, you know." But I'm like, damn, if they talking to me like this is because they really want this record.
You building that anticipation and that want. Yeah, exactly. No doubt.
So yeah, that I think the time at first I thought it was like working against me. The time really helped out in the idea of like they couldn't get it for so long that when they got it, they needed it.
Let's go. Yeah. I love it. I love the way you rolled the dice, man.
Yes, sir.
So the song we're talking about is Billie Eilish. This is an amazing record that sounds so good in the clubs, on the radio. Have you heard it I'm sure. Have you heard it in LA though?
Yeah. I came to LA because you kept posting. I was like, nah, bro. I was like, listen.
I wanted to make sure the energy was right when you hit that runway.
I used to when I was living out here, I used to just listen to the radio out here, and I'm like, man, I got to get it in Philly first, but one day I'm going to like have my joint spinning on this radio station, good. Like, and that's it. That feeling, bro, it's different. It's
That makes
always
me
gonna
happy.
be different.
That
And
makes me
I appreciate
happy.
you for that, big homie. Like,
My pleasure, bro.
Yeah.
My pleasure. Such a great record. Billie Eilish is a song going crazy. Millions of views. I mean, on all platforms.
Everything. Yeah.
Was TikTok where it really like popped first?
TikTok did it for me, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna sugarcoat. I don't got no partnerships other way. TikTok was the one that did it, and it really. I watched so many other people that was like they was having a little moment on TikTok like last year, like a couple months prior to it.
Yeah.
So I was like, why don't I just try and do, you know what I mean? Like I was trying to play the industry game for so long. I was like, why don't I just do that and just do it in a way? So like with Billie Eilish, and that's another thing I want people to listen to is like, I didn't just drop it and it happened overnight and I was like, oh man, this is great. Like you were just saying, like I'm very calculated
Absolutely.
with everything I did. So I made this whole Google Doc of, I was like, if I ever drop this song, this is how I would do it. I would put this TikTok out, that TikTok, that TikTok, that TikTok. I would follow up with this ID on Instagram. I would start tweeting this and saying this.
Yeah.
And like, but I made the whole plan. So like everything that happened, all those millions and millions of views that followed up with it, I was just following the manuscript.
So dope.
Yeah. So
laid out that blueprint.
Exactly.
Now, about the song specifically, why the title Billie Eilish? What made you come up with the idea?
Bro, I seen his tweet.
Dosia was the record. Shout my man Central C. That was just another artist that, I fuck with Central C.
Yeah.
Dope artist from the UK, but he's got the sample in the record. And then, of course, the Doja title. So it reminded me some similarities.
Doja's fire, bro.
Yeah, it's a great record.
Definitely a good joint. I seen a tweet that was like, I don't know any Billie Eilish songs, but I'm a fan because she dresses like them franchise boys.
M-I-Y-T.
Yeah, right. Yeah. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, bro, this is hilarious.
That's such a good tweet. Yeah.
And so I was like, you know what? I took that idea and I was like, let me just try and flip that into a bar in some kind of way. And then right after that, we flipped that Noriega sample, that Pharrell sample, and I was like, bro, this is both like 2000s-esque vibes.
Right.
Like, I'm like, Nori dressed like them franchise.
Yeah. No doubt.
So
it was the era.
I was like, I mean, like this makes sense to just marry the two ideas together and then come up with something dope. And like shout out to Nori. Nori definitely he just supported and backed it once it came out. Like, but last time I was in LA, he came by the studio. He dropped a verse on it randomly. Yeah.
Is that out?
Yeah, no, it's Flex premiered it.
Okay.
Flex premiered it. I was in my storage unit in Philly moving stuff out, and then I get a call like, "Yo, did you hear Nori on it?"
Okay.
He jump on. I'm still getting Plex in 2022. Like it's hard though. Like
Fire.
It's hard.
What a full circle moment.
Right.
Full
That's
circle
nuts,
moment,
bro.
I saw in another interview where you said, one thing you did was you just never took no for an answer.
Exactly.
Talk to me a little bit. I wanted you to elaborate a little bit on that because I think that's another. I love valuable lessons on this podcast as well, and I think doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if you're an artist or a doctor. Right. That drive is what it is.
Now I had a manager. My first introduction to the music industry. I had a manager, and he when my father passed in 2016, he broke off from me. Like he was like, yo, like, I just don't have the bandwidth anymore to do this, woody. And I'm like, I'm a kid, I was maybe like 18 or 19.
Okay.
And so it shocked me. It threw me for a loop because that was the only introduction. That was the only like understanding I had of music, or like that my music dream could actually happen because he was really in it. So it broke me up. But like I was like, yo, I could stop right here and just let that be the bookend, or I could just keep writing the story. So anytime I get a no and it's something that I really want, I'm like, or I could just keep writing the story. You know what I mean? So it's like I might have, it might have been, and it's, and like you said before, it's timing. Like there might have been some things that I want, like I wanted to be on a Leakers freestyle in high school. You know what I mean? And like, and it's like I might have emailed and got like I might have emailed submit at
right.
and got no response, but I was like, or I could just keep writing the story
and keep working
and keep working until those doors open up for me and I'm not knocking on them. You know what I mean? And so that's kind of like a lot of those moments that happen, like even when my father passed, it was like, do I stop here or do I just keep writing the story? Do I see what happens next? Do I just, and so, like every time I think like anytime that there was a moment where like, we had a situation during the pandemic, where we had a house fire. And
really,
we had a house fire, and then the city tried to charge us with arson for it. It made no sense whatsoever. Wow. But in that moment, again, it was like, do I stop here or do I just keep writing the story? And that's just, it just always came down to that. It was like, or, like maybe because when this is all said and done, when I close this book, it's going to be so helpful, so useful. Even right now, it's so helpful, useful for somebody else that just needs this extra push, needs to hear that, yo, somebody was going through something like you and they got up,
man, and they kept going.
And that's it. So that's like, that's kind of, I just try to be a vessel. I try to be a vessel for
no doubt.
Whoever.
Inspire with your story. Yeah.
Exactly.
So, what do you tell that artist who's getting that no right now, who's on the porch of their crib?
Yeah.
Like, fuck, man. Money's low, family relying on you, and the shit just ain't happening fast enough.
You know what? What's that? That's that quote where it's like, when one door closes,
another one opens, for sure.
I think a no is just a yes to a question you didn't ask yet. Like it's like, you know what I mean? Like when you get that no to like, yo, can I do this? It's like, nah, you can't do that. Oh, because I can do this. Like, because I can do more than what I just asked for. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I think the no is just a pivot for you to go in the right direction and not be so stuck on this one. But you just have to be willing to take that and say like, all right, well, let's read.
Be open-minded.
Yeah, ask as many questions as you can because you're gonna get a no somewhere. You're gonna keep getting no's. You're gonna keep getting no's. That's like the way I look at my entire career is just like trials and tribulations. It's just a long series of losing.
Yeah.
It was a long series of losing until it worked and I won.
Man.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's kind of the mentality. That's the mantra. It's like I go out there and I just work.
Love that, man. All right, let's skip to the new song you just released.
Yes, sir.
Diamond Dallas.
Diamond Dallas.
Diamond Dallas is the name of the song. Video's already out.
Yo, that video's fire, bro.
It is fire, man. Looks like you had a lot of fun shooting that.
Yeah. That was the fun part about that video though is that was the first time like I really like the neighborhood really seen me as like
popped out and
like my street, they all call me Jeep. That's my name when I was a kid.
Jeep's the nickname?
Yeah, that's my nickname as a kid. So, so they call, so like they that was the first time they got to see Jeep like, yo, you're doing it. Like my big brothers came out, my cousins came out, like, and they're like, wow, like, you know what I mean? It was just like, it was one big celebrational moment. That's what the song really is about and what it really entails. It's like, I want in 2 years, 10 years, 5 years, whatever it is, I want people to be like, yo, remember he signed to Def Jam. He got that partnership with Def Jam. Yeah. He gave his mom $100,000. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and then he dropped that record that was the soundtrack to that entire week.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
Things move so fast, I be forgetting like this all happened like a span of a week. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's
building
kind
those
of
memories.
With Diamond Dallas is like, and I wanted to be like, yo, this was the start to the next chapter.
No doubt, no doubt. And put mom in the video. I know that had to feel good for both of y'all.
Mom was so nervous, bro.
I could imagine, man.
But the crazy thing is, like, she'll call me and be like, made it out there now to visit him, mama. She know the whole words. Like she and for whatever reason, she only hears music like Curtis Blow is rapping it. So she be like, top of the morning, stop by my blood. But good. We get there, and the camera's on, and we attach it to the door, and she's like, I'm just so nervous, Monty. I don't want to look over there. I'm like, Mom, just look at the kid. It's not gonna hurt you.
Just be you.
Like, yeah.
Just be
I'm like,
you.
just enjoy yourself.
Enjoy it.
Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, she got to get used to being in the spotlight.
Absolutely.
It's going to be a lot more moments now.
Hey, y'all got to run it up. Y'all got to run it up.
For
Diamond
sure.
Dallas.
Diamond Dallas is
all
everywhere.
streaming platforms.
Yes,
going
sir.
crazy on YouTube. And man, let's go back to Billie Eilish now.
Yeah.
I wake up in the morning a few weeks ago and Tom Brady puts out a TikTok on the golf course, man.
Bro?
The GOAT Tom Brady.
What, bro? Listen, because that's the thing. Like, it's so many moments that's happened in the past. Like, that's another thing you got to think about. This song is 38 billion 38 billion views on TikTok and just across the platform.
Hundreds of thousands of videos recreated with the song.
It's only been out for 2 months.
It's only been out for 2 months.
50 million streams. It's only been out for 2 months, and that's just something that I have to just keep pinching myself because everything just happens, happening. I'm not gonna say fast. I've been working at this for years, but it's just happening.
Right
now, when the Tom Brady thing happened, though, that's one of the moments you gotta say, hold on. All right.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, you're like, cut this shit out. Hold on.
There's a lot. There's some big shit going on. This is some big shit.
Like I like my cousin. Me and my cousin, we the only two Tom Brady fans in the family.
And you're a fan. That's crazy.
Right.
So
we when it happened, I had to drop the phone. He called me. He didn't want to call me. He was like, bro, cuz you on. He didn't know how I was related to him. He said, bro, cuz you got good about that.
He lost his mind.
Son, nephew, dad. He said, yo, Tom Brady just posted your joint. I said, nah, hold on. So I go look at it and I just dropped the phone. I said, bro.
Wow.
What? Yeah.
Yo.
Like, it's one of the moments. But I kept commenting him. I was like, yo, thank you. Oh my God.
That's my song.
Yeah, right, yeah.
I would do the same shit. That's like, that is just GOAT levels, man. But a true testament to, a great record, great momentum.
Absolutely. Yeah. That's the thing what we keep saying is like when you put the key inside the ignition, you expect the car to start. Like, you know what I mean? Like if it didn't start, that'd be the problem. Yeah. So all these things is almost like, that's what you asked for. You know what I mean? And that's what we work for. So, Speaking
of things you asked for, man, if you could have 2 wishes right now, man, 2 wishes, what comes to mind?
I gotta get the platinum. I gotta get the platinum plaque on this record.
We on the way.
Yeah, definitely got to get the platinum plaque. I feel like it's come. I'm speaking into existence. It's definitely happening, but I want it to happen before the year ends.
Okay.
I want to be on y'all level, man. I want to turn my 2 watches in the Rolexes, bro. Yeah. Tell them that you just got a Prezi, bro. Like,
this was a gift to myself. Towards the end of last year.
I got to gift myself 2 Prezis, bro. Like,
it's on the way. What is it? Double Blanco? What do you call it?
2 watch Blanco.
2 watch Blanco.
I got to do it right though. I got this one. The girl I was dealing with in LA, actually, she got me this one.
Fire.
And so this was my first ever like luxury looking watch that I ever bought myself. So this one was always on LA time and this one was always on Philly time.
Philly time, all right.
Because she lit out here, so
Okay. I love it, man. I love it. Now, if you were president, man, president of the United States right now,
okay,
what's one thing you would change?
Yo, I would cancel.
Cancel culture?
No,
I just didn't know if you were.
We start with there. No. I would cancel student loans, but I feel like every president say that.
Yes, sir.
We've
had that.
I'm gonna lower taxes. I'm gonna cancel. But student, my first little check in music that I got a little bag, and student loans ate it.
Damn.
Like student, I had a little bag, and then I checked my account the next day. I was trying to buy some Yeezys, and I just seen it was like $27,000 was gone. And I said,
damn.
I said, wait, hold on. Yeah,
I was just celebrating this check I got. I got the bag.
Get back here. Like, I called the bank. Like, I got scammed, man. Like, I said, right. Do something. Like,
right.
You know what I mean? And they was like, yo, nah, this is, it says Rutgers, the university took this from us.
Damn.
So, yeah, I would do that. I do all the things that presidents say they do, but then I open up Chick-fil-A on Sunday for sure. I would, you got to open up Chick-fil-A.
Let's go.
I would, dang, bro, like, I would do so much shit if I was president. I just do some unethical shit, though. Like, it wouldn't even be like, you know what I mean?
Just push strip clubs in random malls.
I put a mandate on the research as to why Air Force One's creased on the second wear. Like, we definitely feel like we need to figure that out. You know, that's
ASAP. Yes, sir.
Yeah, no, that's
and on Jordan 1.
That's like Area 51 level research for sure.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, nah, it's a lot of things that we need to do as a culture that we got to pull this shit together. So honestly, I should run.
Yeah, you should, bro. I think President White getting down to the real hard-hitting, subject matters
for sure. I
in the
run.
States.
I should definitely run. I would, and then for like the level of like government food, like, you know what I mean, like when you go in like low income housing Section 8 shit like that, I would give them all Cinnamon Toast Crunch because I feel like they need cinnamon. They shouldn't be eating Sugar Smacks and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
well deserved.
Yeah, we definitely need Sugar Smack. We need Cinnamon Toast Crunch to cut that Sugar Smack shit out. That's disgusting. Yeah, man, it's a lot of mandates. I got to create my list of demands. I definitely got to create my list of demands.
Well,
I would add more than one super like on Tinder because like you get one super like and it's over with. Like it's a lot of things you got to do as president. You wear a lot of hats
for sure. There's a lot of policies that need to be looked
at. Exactly. We just got to run a couple of these things.
The super like on Tinder. What's Armani White's trick to sliding in the DMs, man?
Yo,
Let's give the fellas some advice, man.
You got to reply to a story, bro. Like you can't because
you just jump straight in and it's
like what are you gonna say? Hi, like it's weird, but it's strange. Cause and that's the thing. Like now they slide on me, especially after the thing I did for my mom. What? they be in my DMs, king. Like,
They love it.
Sparkle emoji,
Yeah.
sparkle emoji. Like, I'm like, man,
Hey, involve your mom in a post. That'll get the girls to get rolling, right?
Oh, he love his mom too. Like, yo, the barrier to entry is so low for niggas. Like, I think I don't know what niggas is out there and what they doing for them, but like, they just be like, he held the door. Like, yeah, he ties his sneakers. Like
what's going on in y'all relationship that's setting the bar?
Exactly, yeah. He yawns. Like,
The way he yawns.
right.
Just-
Like, bro, I don't know. But I don't do too much sliding. I feel like when I was on my sliding tip, you had to respond to a story. You got to do the 3, like a couple pictures or whatever. See,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got to test the waters.
I like how you could like the story now.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? It's
does
a good
that pop
little-
up though? Like does
In
it?
the other feed, like the like section. No. Actually, when you swipe up to see,
It's like
who's
little hearts next to them and stuff like
that's
that.
who's like.
See, that's the thing. I never been that deep into it where I check people who watch my story. Like, yeah, I don't know. It's kind of strange to me. But yeah.
That's some DM etiquette from my bro Armani White. You know what I mean?
Yeah, nah, for sure. I mean, you got to pick your favorite emoji. You know what I mean? You definitely got to drop. Like right now, it's a trophy for me. So like, if you get a trophy, you know, you're doing something right. You gotta pick your favorite emoji. I know some people do it like do a money bagger. Like I'm saying, I'm not even no bullshit. Like somebody really hit me with king and some sparkle emoji. Some girl hit me with that.
Okay.
I was like, bitch, if you don't be creative, like what are you doing with this? Like, what do I say back to this?
The king.
Yeah, right. Almighty. Like I don't. Fuck no. 'Cause yeah. So I just feel like I don't know. Or you get to that level, they just slide on you.
I'm sure.
Yeah, you
I'm
get to that level,
sure.
they just slide. I got so many BBL drinks in my.
Is that who's running in the?
That's the joints that's in my joint right now. Like they going crazy. The BBL ones they outside.
They outside.
Yeah. They got the lips and all.
They
that.
loving
Like,
the kid, man.
They got to be a pack. Like you get the lips with the BBL. Like they got to come together.
Comes together.
Nah,
while you're out there, because you know what, you got to maybe go to another country to get it done.
Yeah,
you got to
right.
get it all done. You know,
Right. Yeah,
we're here already.
Exactly. Yeah. And they get the teeth and all that. Like
Facts.
I be seeing it all.
Talk to me about is it happy hood music?
Yes.
Is that what you kind of?
Yes. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
That's
Talk to
the
me about
genre.
happy
That is
hood
the genre.
music, man.
The way it kind of formed out, like how I describe it is pain music, but I found a different way to tell the story.
Yeah, I think that's important.
And yeah, it's because like anytime like just me being from the city of Philadelphia, like I said, it's grimy, it's gritty, but I've always found a way to still be myself, be happy, be colorful, be decorative, and so I think when I think about the music, I'm like I still want to tell the same story of pain, but just in a much more palatable way. The way I look at life is like if it's dark outside, if it's gloomy, if it's nothing but clouds, I'm still gonna find the sun. Somewhere in the sky, I'm gonna find the sun. So with this music, I it was 2 moments I specifically remember. My uncle, he was murdered. He lost to gun violence in Philly, and then when I lost my father to prostate cancer, both times I remember
condolences, man.
Thank you. I remember going to the studio and saying, yo, play me something happy. Because anytime I've been in my really dark moments, all I could think about is like, damn, I was really happy a week ago. Or like, you know what I'm saying? So all I could think about is what it felt like when I was happy, and I just try to recreate and emulate those moments. So that's what, that's kind of where happy hood music comes from. It's just like, I just feel like there's a lot of, again, it ain't no other Armani Whites. Let's cut it right there.
101.
Yeah, but it's only one big Blanco. But I feel like there's a lot of kids, if not even kids, people that are older than me, my age or whatever it is, that I think they can relate to my story. They've been in my shoes. They've been been the creative, the colorful kid that lived in a rough area, and they had to either adapt to it or they had
find
to
that sunlight, man.
Exactly.
Find that
They had to
sunlight.
Find that sunlight. So I try to just be the person to say like, yeah, you could go that way because everybody else just went that way.
Right.
But it's an alley down here that we could, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Yes,
you know what I'm
sir.
saying? We could build an urban outfit. It's just gentrified a little bit.
Starbucks.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Well, you're doing that, man. Your music's doing that for millions of people.
I appreciate you.
What's the plan for the future, man? Anyone you want to collab with? Producers, artists? What's kind of on that list? I know you're calculated. So
the thing is, you speaking about DMs. I get DM now from like artists that I fuck with. Like Game hit me. I gotta hit Game when I'm out here. Game hit me, and I was like, nigga, Game. Like
tapped in.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's moments like that where I'm like, damn, like I've always wanted to, put something together with these guys. So like there's a lot of people on the LA list. Like, you know, like we just talking about Anderson .Paak, like just creating something that ain't even just like hip hop, but just like
you and Anderson will be fire.
Yeah, bro. Like that's, you know what I'm saying. So I be thinking about just a lot of different. You know, like I told you before, like I watched LA music for so long. I gained a lot of inspiration from just California music. Like I was telling my man, I'm like, bro, like a lot of that bop and that I was kind of carrying with even with the Billie Eilish record, I was bumping SOBRBA at the time.
Oh shit,
like,
yes sir.
I love they wave.
The
like
vibe,
you know what I'm saying. So it's California definitely got a big hold on what I'm doing. Like Tyler the Creator, I'm a big fan of Tyler. Uzi, yo, Ed Sheeran.
Okay, come on, let's go there.
We talking Titans,
Let's go.
like you know, Ed Sheeran, Pharrell. Obviously, I got here from using one of his beats. Like and then some of the females, like the women in hip hop is killing the women and just music in general.
No doubt.
Is killing like
you and Doja Cat, you and Lizzo, you and Saweetie. I can hear
Saweetie,
it.
like Lotto.
Yeah,
like,
Big Lotto.
Yeah, Big Lotto. Like we can't discredit any of them. Like they've been
running the shit.
They've been smoking
for
shit
a couple of years. They've been on fire.
And we just don't want to say it out loud.
Nah,
but
let's say it louder.
They
for the people in the back.
I tell them like, look, y'all got it.
They been killing it, for sure.
We kind of figuring it out, but y'all came through and did something different.
I love it. Yeah. It just it's such a adds to a fun element of hip hop for sure.
Anything that like, cause that's what inspired me. Like growing up, I watched Eminem, I watched Kanye West, I watched Busta Rhymes, Ludacris, like anything that was like, this is where they live, but they are so left of center of that. You know what I'm saying? Like Busta Rhymes jumped out like that.
Yeah.
Ludacris, like he had the big hair, like all of that
no doubt.
was super, like it was super inspirational for me growing up, being like somebody that was like, yo, this is my culture, but how can I stand away from my culture and still be a part of it?
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So
unique and original.
Cardi B Cardi B is very, I think she's very instrumental into like how I created my social media presence, because before this, bro, everybody, all these girls used to come up and be like, oh, he earthy. Like, he likes stones and horoscopes and shit. I don't believe in horoscopes at all, bro. Like, I don't fuck with that shit at all. But like, you know what I'm saying? So I just watching her go like, oh, this is my personality, this is my platform, but I'm going to, you know, like, fuse the two. I was like, why am I not fusing my Like, I was on there, I thought I was a model. I was on there taking side profile pictures and all that goofy shit. Like, I ain't, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, like, but those artists, obviously that's named a whole lot of women.
Nah, man. Powerful,
yes,
you know,
yes,
women in the game, man. And
Yes,
yeah, dude, I think those collabs would be fire. I know they're on the way. You working on does this go into a project, an album?
Yeah, so my thought process is I look at the way that people go single album. I'm out. single album, I'm out. Single, you know what I mean? And I was like, bro, like I worked so hard to be outside. I ain't trying to be outside for 2 songs and a project. Like, fuck out of here. So I thought about it like, music in today's world in 2022 is just content. It's like, you know, the like, I'm not competing with the next artist. I'm competing with Charlie D'Amelio or Dixie, because Dixie make music, but I'm competing with, like, you know, we're competing with content creators.
That's right.
We're competing for attention altogether. So I look at music like TikToks, like Instagram reels, like TV shows, like movies, like
pieces that go into the.
And when I think about that, I'm like, I would much rather create a Snowfall week over week, a Euphoria week over week, than a whole season in one day, than a Squid Game whole season in one day, because like they're really big things that we talk about, but we talked about them in such a condensed time span, whereas though like this thing happened and we talked about it week over week over week, or every 2 weeks or every 3 weeks, whatever it was, like we talked about it over time and it carried the conversation. So I'm like, you know, when people say like, yo, like what can we expect? When's the album coming? Nigga, it came, bro. Billie Eilish is the album. Diamond Dollars is the album. The next record is the album. This you are a part of the album. You're watching the narrative of me telling, and I know it seems so real, so raw, so flawless, but I'm telling you a story. You're watching me become who I'm going to be, and you know, you're watching me put together the album, or what the sequence of an album is in real time.
In real time.
Exactly.
Man, I love that analogy, man. You know, to the TV show, like the you know, I think that's great. I think that's a great way to put it, and digestible for today's consumer.
Exactly. Because I want to make my good kid
Yeah.
But I don't think, I'm just being honest with you, like, and this is advice to young artists, I don't like, a lot of artists are Kendrick, inspired, and they go in thinking the same thing. It's not really room for a good kid in 2022.
Right.
Like, I think it was perfect timing when it came out because we can't, it's like the way it's working now, it's so much happening. We can't even appreciate a good kid if it came out the way it came out in today's world. So you have to find ways to do that, to tell that story, to just like share your narrative and just be impactful in almost like small doses. Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Episodic, in episodes.
Episodically is exactly. I don't know why I didn't say that already.
I'm picking up the vibration though, my bro.
Yeah. Episodically, because when I started looking at like we're creators, but we're also consumers at the same time. I started looking at like when you talking about the Titans, when you talking about Kendrick, you talking about Drake, you talking about a lot of the artists who release projects, and I'm just talking to homies, and they're like, "Yeah, I ain't finished the record. I'm gonna get back to it." I'm like, nigga, if you ain't finished his album, you definitely ain't gonna finish mine. Like,
right.
He commands attention. Like he's him already. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And when I'm thinking, I'm like, okay, well, got it. Like, I have to just be a little bit more calculated in how I'm doing things.
No doubt.
I'm mad at that. Like,
I think it's a great plan, man. I know it's a great plan.
Thank you, sir. Yeah.
Speaking of as a consumer, what's a classic album to you? You got one that comes to mind? It's just like, I'm sure Good Kid is in that running for sure.
Good Kid. I was like MMLP, Marshall Mathers. You know what my favorite album was in recent history. Like, and I'm just a real big fan of how, like, he's one of the people on the collab list. I'm a real big fan of how Travis Scott creates his albums. I don't think there's been an album in recent history or recent memory that's touched Astroworld.
Woo, that Astroworld project.
Astroworld was nuts, bro.
Press play, front to back.
Because it's like that, and that's what I try to do. My music, I try to create like a world, an environment that you can live in. Like, like his Astroworld, it's a world. You know what I'm saying? Like, I try to create a world that you can live in when you're listening to it, and then you take it off and you like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and another one like this, it wasn't as like acclaimed, but like the Weeknd's projects, his past two, like After Hours and the other one, I can't think of the name of it.
I'm drawing a blank too.
Dawn FM.
Okay.
Dawn FM.
Oh, I loved it because it had like the radio references in that one too. It was so dope.
Yeah, but like, see, I don't know that many records from Dawn FM by themselves, but anytime I play Dawn FM, and you can ask one of the homies, like we listen to it.
The transitions are so smooth.
I started from the first Jim Carrey thing all the way to the end, like, you know what I mean? Jim started and Jim ended for me. Like, it's a 50 something minute long song for me. Like, I don't break it up. I don't be piecing it out. Like, you know what I'm saying? But when they create them vibes and them like experiences and you walk into the room, like that's what the songs and the albums feel like when you walked into the room and it's all surrounding you.
That's a classic.
That's what a classic is for me. Weeknd's in that list too. Weeknd definitely got some classic projects for me. Like, I'm a big Weeknd fan. I'll be out there in the field with the Michael Jackson versus the Weeknd conversations. I lose, like, you know what I mean? I'm obviously gonna lose every time, but I just be doing it for fun.
Yo, you gotta do it. It's good for the sport. It's good for the sport.
Yeah.
All right, man. So for the people in LA and the people around the world watching this, give them some insight on some Philly slang words. Let's get 5 in there.
Let's get 5. Okay.
5 Philly slang words.
We got John. You want me to define them?
I want to get a little definition. Maybe use them in a sentence.
John is like a noun. It's person, place, a thing. Drawn, like all of our ons is like.
So
it's a word.
John is like. It could be a female.
Yeah, it's a female.
It could be a car.
It's a car. It's like, yo, them Jones on his feet. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got 2 Jones on my arm. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like, John.
How you spell that? Is it with a J?
J-A-W-N.
Okay.
J-A-W-N.
Okay.
Drawn is kind of the same thing. It started as drawing, but then like over time, we just took more and more letters out. But drawn is like to say, like, when you drawing, you just like, you doing the most. Like, damn, bro, you drawing right now and chill out.
Yeah,
like,
fall back a little.
Yeah, like, yo, just like, you drawing. Like, why is you drawing? Like, you know what I'm saying? So we got John, we got drawn, bull.
I hear bull a lot.
Bull,
I hear Meek say bull a lot.
Yeah, now bull. Every time I come back, these niggas spell it a different way. It's not B-U-L-L anymore. They took a L off, but then now it's B-O-U-L. Like, but it's bull. Like,
okay,
it's
bull.
Bull is, it's a person like, and then young bull is, a younger bull.
Just out there grinding. Yeah. You should be like looking out for young bull. Or maybe you gotta like young bull over there, like
young bull, and that's a lot. Now we slur words a lot.
Okay.
So like, I say young boy, like the G don't even come out of my like.
It's one word.
Yeah, it's a young boy. Like it ain't even
young boy.
Yeah, it's almost like YUM bull. It's like young boy. But you got
I love it. That's 3 right there.
John, drawn, bull, young boy. Wait, is bull and young boy? I guess that's 1. I'm trying to think of what else
we can make that 4.
What else but like see like and then we got shit that we just kind of stamp, but like everybody say like we got old head, like everybody say old head, and we say dickhead, like or not dickhead, we say dickhead too. We say dicky, like dicky is our shit.
Dicky
like, yeah, dicky and like damn, like stop dickying, boy, like the fuck is you doing? Like we like dicky and it's just it, like it's like dick riding or whatever. Like we say dicky. I'm trying, and then you got like weird things. They don't exist like that anymore, but like niggas just say Aki for fake. That was some old head shit.
Yo, I've heard Aki before.
Yeah, niggas just say Aki. Niggas just say So when we was in high school, some niggas used to say meat. Like if a girl was ugly, they'd be like, yo, she meat. Like I don't know. We said a bunch of I love it. A bunch of shit. We definitely got a bunch of random ass shit.
Yo, man, shout to Philly, man. Shout to all the amazing artists currently going crazy and all the ones that paved the way, man, from Philly Freeway to Bean Siegel.
Yeah.
And Kid Guys broke down doors. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, right? My man Will Smith, Philly, what up?
Yeah.
Meek Mill, you already know, man.
Absolutely,
but I know you're more familiar with the circuit and
Nah, I mean everybody you said like Will was one of the kids that like I said, like he kind of inspired, like he helped me understand that I can be
more than, or different than, I should say.
Yeah, different than like because he's from West Philly, you know what I mean? Like, and anytime I say I'm from West Philly, I gotta hear the theme song and shit. Like
born and raised,
right? Like you get tired of it, like all right, man, we know you see the Fresh Prince before.
We get it.
But yeah, like he's one of them. Meek just gave us that fuel, because Meek, reason why Philly behind Meek so much is because, like I was saying, that DVD era, Meek was like, he was the first one that could make a song out of everybody that was on there. Like we, they all. That's the thing about Philly. We all can rap.
Right.
Like when it come to a verse, we got you. Yeah. We carry a verse any time of the day. But he was the first one that was making songs out of that bunch. Like he could pull it together. He had a hook like that was like catchy or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So Meek and then Beans and Freeway,
man,
like bro, like
dope, man.
We got a legacy, bro. Like,
absolutely,
we got a legacy of music, and that's what like. Hopefully, I can be a piece of just like bringing that back to the city.
You already are, my brother. You already are, man, bro. I enjoyed every second of this talk, man.
Appreciate you, big
Thank you for pulling up. I know this is the first of many.
Yeah,
Armani White is here. He's got check out all of his shit. Matter of fact, your Instagram, TikTok, give out some of the handles.
It's Armani Blanco, man. It's Blanco. Armani like the brand, Blanco like the color, but in Spanish. I'm coming back when I get
the double.
Yeah,
we going two on them.
When I get two Rollies, I'm coming back, and we're just going to talk about Rolex watches. You understand?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yo, Rolex convo.
Check out Billie Eilish going crazy right now. Millions of views.
Billions of views.
Billions of views. Billions.
Billions of views.
Billy Blanco over here, man.
Come on, it's Big Billy, bro.
And we got Diamond Dallas.
Diamond Dallas.
The new song and video is out right now, just released a few days ago. My man is super busy, and I just appreciate you, man. I wish you all the success.
I've been trying to come here for 10 years, bro. I appreciate you.
Thank you, man.
Let's not get that confused. I appreciate you, big
We
dog.
Definitely gonna keep it going, man.
Sir.
My brother, Armani White is here. I'm just incredible. Thank you for checking out today's podcast. For more content and fire just like this, you already know what to do, man. Drop a like, hit a comment, and subscribe. Subscribe to the channel, man.
The big three.
That's right. Just Incredibles podcast, man. My bro Armani White. Peace and love, y'all.
Just incredible!
Hey, yo, just incredible.
You don't know, eh?
Keep winning.
Yes, sir. Hey, thank you to everyone who watched this podcast. The music you're hearing, that's provided by LA's own The Eastie Boys. If you enjoyed watching this, please hit the like button, drop a comment in the comment section, and while you're there, tap that subscribe button so you can subscribe to the channel. It would mean the world to me. There's more content just like this, and trust me, a lot more on the way. To keep up with me off of YouTube, follow me on Instagram at Justin_credible or my TikTok. You can just search Watch Justin Credible. Thank you so much for watching.